In this video, we're looking at using the binomial expansion here, and this is the basis of it, but when n is a negative number or a fraction. So we're going to start off with an example where n is a negative number. So you can see here that we've got 1 over all of this. Now the first thing we're going to do is to write this as 1 plus a half of x to the power of -3. So when we come to make the expansion of this, and I want to find the first 4 terms, this becomes 1 as the first term, so that's nice and easy, plus nx. Now I'm going to put all of my numbers I use inside brackets here, so n is -3. The reason I'm doing this is because there's going to be quite a few negative numbers that I need to look at, and this is my x value, a half of x. The next term is n minus 1, so that's -3 and -4, so that's my n from there, and my -4 is n minus 1, and then I've got half of x, and I've got to square all of that, and all of that is over 2 factorial. So continuing on to the next line, this is a bigger one, we have n, this is my 4th term, and n minus 1 and n minus 2, and all of that gets put over 3 factorial, and then we have this half x cubed, and that expansion will obviously carry on, but I only want the first 4 terms. So now I come to write all of those out. First term is 1, the next term is -3 over 2x. Those two are quite straightforward to do. This one becomes -12, with 2 minuses, divided by 2 is 6. Half squared is a quarter, so this becomes plus 3 over 2 x squared. The next one is 12 divided by 3, which is 2, times -10, which becomes -5, which becomes -10, and I'm dividing it by a half cubed. That would give me -10 over 4, which is 10 over 8, which is 5 over 4, -5 over 4 x cubed. And you can just check those numbers and make sure that I've done the simplification properly. But here is that expansion. So that's the more long-winded one. This second one, state the values. This is a lot easier. It only works if this part here is less than the modulus of 1. So I'm going to set that out as -1, a half x, and 1. And so this can become -2 x to 2. So it only works between the values when x is greater than -2 or less than 2.